Hello everybody. If you are on this video, then chances are you have interest in publishing a book, which is good news because I have some experience in that area. But let me take it from the beginning. So my name is Sunny Kang, and I am a teacher, pastor slash chaplain at my school, a PhD student in Bible exposition, a husband and father, but you might be most interested in the final three: author, coach, and course creator. I've authored a bunch of books. I've coached some authors in publishing their books, and I've created content on how to publish step by step. So, in this video, I just want to share with you a little bit about myself. These are 21 books that I have published, the one on the right being the most recent one. And so it still amazes me at how much can be accomplished just by a few faithful steps of obedience. So yeah, I'm just going to share a little bit about what books did for me, and just think about what it can do for you as I share my story. So 2017, I published my first book called Between Spiritual Highs. And right after I published it, at that time I was looking for a pastoring position. At the end of one of my interviews, I shook the CEO's hand of the rescue mission, and I said, "Thank you for your time. By the way, I published the book recently. If you're interested, here's a copy for you." And I just remember how amazed he was and impressed he was by the book. He looked at the front, the back, flipped through it. He read the book and got back to me. We had another interview, and I'm not saying the book is the reason, but it is a reason why I landed this position at the Las Vegas Rescue Mission, a very honorable position in Las Vegas. And as well, I remember one time a Bible teacher had to step down rather suddenly, and so people were wondering, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I said, so how many people are in the class? Like, there was like 12 people. I said, okay. So I went to the class. I said, I'll be subbing in for a little bit. And I brought 12 copies of my book, handed it out. And people were just blown away by the book. And yeah, I was prepared. And that's what they were saying. And we had a good time. So yes, that was a cool story. A couple of stories regarding that were involving the rescue mission. A few years later, I published my first children's book called The ABCs of Bible Characters. A is for Adam, B is for Boaz, C is for Caleb, David, Elijah, so forth and so on. And I put a copy of each of this book in each of my son's teachers at the Christian school. And I got a call back within 30 minutes as I was driving back home, and the director called me and said, "Can you come see me now?" I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I'm marketing, self-promoting or something. And so I went to go see her, and she said, "We love your book. Like, we just absolutely love your book. Would you be able to help us with, what's the word? Complementary curriculum." I didn't even know what that meant. And she explained how each month they had a specific theme like love or courage or faithfulness. And I said, okay. And she wanted something Bible related to talk about these themes. And long story short, we came up with a 12 book contract where they paid for me, my illustrator and editor, and I was just blown away by that. And so yeah, talk about opportunities from a book. And I forgot to say, I was in Barnes and Noble. That was a cool experience, but way cooler was the book contract. And I took a picture as the books were slowly being published and being put on in each of the classrooms. And eventually, we published 12 books in 12 months. And I'm just still blown away by what God did through this connection and faithful obedience. Let's see, I got a book table at one of their book fairs, and I was blessed by that. Honestly, it there wasn't too many sales and too many people that came by, and it's a common experience by a lot of authors, unfortunately. But I remember I was so bummed out from the lack of um, people coming through that I just I took out my phone and I was just searching through my phone and scrolling, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" She's volunteering at another table. She's like, "What are you doing? Come on, man." And so yeah, I know she was right, but I was just discouraged. So I took out this piece of paper and I wrote self-publishing seminar. And I numbered, 1 through 20 or whatever. I wrote name, email, and I asked anyone who was interested. I got some names. One parent that I kept running into was like, "So Sonny, when are you gonna do this self-publishing workshop or something?" And she was so persistent. I asked my pastor, "What do you think about me doing a seminar at the church on a Saturday?" He said, "We love it. You can use whatever you need." And 38 people showed up. And at the end, I shared more about my coaching and my course, and people responded, and I was blown away by that. And so there's more, but I just want you to start thinking like, we're just thinking like, oh, books and book sales, but there's way more than books and book sales. And I want you to think about what might God do through you and your steps of obedience if He's given you a message to share with the world. And so just imagine what self-publishing your book can do for you. And if you are not sure about where to start, I'm here to help you, and that's what my next video would be all about. If you're interested, I want to share your map to self-publishing your book. I have an ABCs of self-publishing framework that I have that I've learned over the years through all my experiences, and that can save you some years and tears. So if you're interested, stay tuned. By this time, I think I would have a playlist, and you can just go right to that next video. I think it will be of value to you. So thank you so much for your time, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and you have some inspiration to get your book out. That would be fantastic. All right, I guess we'll be in touch, and we'll see you soon. God bless.